Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a Friday edition of the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. As always, I am your host, Justin Wise, lead analyst and senior mentor at KrakenCryptocurrency.com. Happy Friday, everybody. We made it. You know, it felt like we were almost not going to make it through the week at points. Oh my God. Anybody else feel that way? Let me know in the chat. Shout outs to everybody coming into the chat. We've got Verk, Alex81SG, Gilmar Juarez, and first and foremost, as always, first to the chat with the money emoji, Mr. Ether Robert Warner. Good to see you, man. Tom Hardy as well. Guys, what a week, man. I took a lot of trades this week. I was a very prolific trader this week. And again, the strategy that I've been sharing with you guys is simply using that website Levitas to monitor for significant changes in open interest over the last 24 hours. And then zooming into those charts, just focusing on those charts, identifying, utilizing a variety of strategies involving pathways to profit, as well as my top and bottom oscillator and strategy. And then looking at exchange analysis via Coinalyze, looking at cumulative volume delta, open interest, funding, liquidations, to determine what the right direction to trade is. You know, I've had an overwhelmingly great week of trading, honestly. So yeah, quite happy. And I just entered, I'm going to be closing it out here relatively soon, but all day long today, I have had a short only DCA bot on Coda USDT, which we'll get into here a little bit later. And that's been clocking in a nice amount of capital for me. So again, a nice good strategy to use with bots is if you can find, see, here's the problem that a lot of people run into with bots. At least let me rephrase this. The bots that you as a retail user can just go to a website, pay for, and just click, and it starts trading for you. Those are not good if you want to set it and forget it strategy. You know, they'll work well sometimes, right? Typically, they're very simple. They'll buy every time the RSI is oversold, or they'll buy when price goes below the Bollinger Band and back above it, or maybe the trading view buy signals or whatever. Like 3Commas has a variety of them. But if we're talking about those kind of bots, pre-programmed bot presets for trade initiation, then the problem that most people run into with them is that they just think it's a magic thing. It's just this magic money-making thing that they'll just turn it on, and now magically the bot will just make money. And it will, if you, depending on how you set it up. If you set up a buy-only strategy on an asset that's tearing to the upside, yeah, you're going to make money. And if you set up a short-only bot on something that's nuking, yeah, you're going to make money. But typically those strategies are going to get slaughtered in crab markets. They're going to like lose all your money when the market turns and starts going the opposite direction. So the key to success with those types of bots, which, because you can make a lot of money with them, I know I have. The key to success with those bots is you have to specifically identify what asset you want them to trade, where you want them to trade. So you have to be patient and wait for the market conditions to come around that are conducive to that bot making profit. And then you have to know when to turn it on and turn it off. So if you're willing to put in that amount of work, then these preset bots can be okay. But most people will not do that. Most people will turn them on and think that they can just set them and forget them, and then are surprised when they come back in a few weeks and all their money's gone. So don't be that guy. Do your work, do your homework, and that's what we're going to do. Alex81SG has a BTCF DCA bot always on since they're my largest long-term. Yeah, can't lose, man. Can't lose. So trade with the trend with the bot. That is the way to do it, because the bot will perform better than you most of the time. You know, you're going to look at all these market areas and be like, oh, should I buy here? I don't know. The bot's just going to do what you told it to do. It's like, I don't care. Send me in, coach. And it's just going to do what it's supposed to do. So if you identify a powerful trend, if you identify an asset that's got a lot of increasing open interest, rising volume, you know, moving averages pointing up, all these things, then boom, you can pretty much pick any preset, right? It's probably going to make money. But I didn't, ooh, right there, that ding, that's another successfully closed trade. So we'll look at that here in a little bit. All right. Anyways, we've got a great show for you guys today. In today's show, we're going to be talking about how to profit from the Ethereum proof of work fork. I do have a strategy for profiting from the Ethereum proof of work fork. It's not really a fork, because literally Ethereum proof of stake is a new coin. So it's the old, anyways, moving on. We're going to talk about how to profit from that. We're also going to go over a new DeFi opportunity for you guys, low risk, possibility to make some gains. And we're going to be analyzing our main altcoin of the day, which is going to be Cody. And then, of course, we're going to be breaking down Bitcoin and Ethereum, looking at where they are likely to be going and what the opportunities are moving forward. As always, before we begin, we are very proud to host the fastest growing online community of traders and investors in the cryptocurrency space. Make sure to join us in our free Discord, discord.krakencryptocurrency.com. You know, I gotta have like a a thing that pops up when I say that so that I don't have to say that word every time. The link's down in the description if you guys are interested, if you haven't joined yet. And as always, if you would like to support the channel, you can do so with a simple click of the like button and a tap of the subscribe button. That really does help us out, grows the community, and incentivizes me to continue making content, because I'm sure not making money from running ads because I don't run them on the streams anymore. Why would I? Anyways, moving on into the show. Dum-ba-da-dum. All right, here is today's market analysis that I posted just a few moments ago. Sorry for the lateness of today's market update. Again, I was doing a lot of trading, a lot of analyzing, a lot of adjusting my camera. A lot of adjusting my camera. And yeah, just was able to get this out. Overall, a relatively red day in the markets. Most assets are down anywhere from, 2 to 5%. Not really a big bloodbath day, but just overall, like, more like in time, baby. Is Ethereum coming to pay for chart on Glassnode? Andrew, I will take a look at that on Glassnode here in a moment, my friend. Yeah, relatively red day in the markets. Again, nothing super significant. Everything just kind of slowly kind of trending to the downside. There are quite a few coins that are up as well. We can see this from Crypto Bubbles. Let's take a glance in here and check out LUNC and Luna. I mean, listen, I've had girlfriends more bipolar than these assets. Like, who knows here what's going on? Like, they're up, they're down, they're up, they're down. We like that in crypto. So, okay, good stuff. Luna and LUNC, good trading opportunities here. Link, XRP, MV, Monero, Chili, Stellar Lumens, Cosmos, Cake, Lido, Faye, QNT, all up modestly. Big losers of the day, Ethereum Classic, thank God, because I've got a big short on that. Raven, DFI, Shiba, AVAX, Decred. Sorry, big losers are really Ethereum Classic, Ape, DeFi, and Raven. The graph down a little bit. Someone was asking for the graph the other day. Hey, Kavano Trades, welcome to the channel, man, and welcome to the show. Good to see you back, brother. Hopefully you don't just watch. Hopefully we make some money. Over the last few shows, it was commented that I don't pay attention to the live chat. So now I have the live chat right here instead of over here. You guys can't see my arms. I have the live chat directly in front of me and not off to the side on my ultra wide monitor where I have to do this, because I try not to do this very often because this is not my good side. All right. Anyways, you can tell it's a Friday. I'm pretty riley today. Okay. All right, most DeFi chains are in the red today. Most DeFi chains are in the red week over week, month over month, for the most part. DeFi chain and Osmosis are green both for the week and the month. And a good strategy that a lot of DeFi traders do share with me and that I've executed on myself is if you kind of want to know where to look, and I use this strategy too. If you go to, so we can start off on CoinGecko. Here's a good strategy for you guys. Go to CoinGecko and go to their landing page and then select sort by categories. Ooh, bang. Did you hear that ding? That was another winning trade. Categories. And once we're in categories, we want to sort by 7 days. And the reason why, love the Fire Friday. What's up, man? The reason why we want to do this is because we want to see what categories are gaining traction, not just today. We just had a pump today, but over the last week. We want to see consecutive and cumulative growth over the course of a week. So by narrowing this down into sectors, you can really see what the up and coming narratives are, what narratives are gaining strength in cryptocurrency, so that you can get a good beat on what assets you might potentially want to trade. So we can see here that, just about all the categories are down for the week. Modest gains in Oracle tokens wrapped at blah, 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 blah. But we can see here that move to earn tokens are up 20.6%. So we click into move to earn tokens. And we do the same thing. We sort by 7 days so we can see what tokens are up and coming and what tokens have a narrative that is doing well in this current environment. Mr. T, Crypto Bull, thanks for coming in, guys. And as we can see here, over the last 7 days, these are not big gains, but Steppen on BSC seems to be gaining a little bit of traction. So is the Step app FitFi. There's actually a USDT contract for this on Bybit. I've traded this before. Kavano Trades asks, what the hecker is a move to earn token? So apparently you missed the huge Steppen Ponzi. But essentially, a move to earn token is a cryptocurrency that is generally almost always associated with an app on your phone. And it's very much like Google Fit or Apple Fit, right? Like as you like move your body, the phone traction movement, you earn cryptocurrency. That's how it works. You move to earn. So any of my viewers who are a little concerned about their weight or health in general, you know, like just saying, you may not. Here's the thing about, I think Move to Earn's great. I think Google Fit's great. I think Apple Fit's great. Like I always, you know, like I meditate, I get up and stretch, you know, I try to get 5 miles in a day. And so yeah, you know, I think these are great because you may not make a lot of money off of them unless you catch the right narrative at the right time. But, you know, having a monetary incentive to get up and move your body and get your steps in, like you just feel good. Like picture these two things. One, you know, you need to be healthy. You know, you need to walk every day. And so you've made a fitness plan to walk 2 miles every day. So, you know, in the afternoon, you get up after you're done with work and, you know, you go walk 2 miles and then you come back and then that's it. Like you've just walked the 2 miles. That's it, the end of story, right? There's no, you know, you don't get home and your friends aren't like, oh my God, you walked 2 miles. None of that, right? No. But now imagine this, right? You go on the walk for 2 miles and you come home and your phone goes bing and you look at it and it's like, you just earned $3 and 97 move your ass tokens, MYA, right? Write that down. And congratulations, right? And ding, like click here to see your all that stuff, right? Like, again, it's not even, it's not that amazing, but just these little subtle things have a real strong effect on human psychology and motivation. So, dun, 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 dun. Alex81SG Sweat Coin was just launched. I've earned a lot of it in the past 2 years, but can't sell it because I'm in the United States and the wallet is only mobile, not on the Apple Store. I'm balling when I move out of the United States. Okay. Ricky Thompson says, to me, those are short-lived coins. They only work in a rising market. Again, I think you have a good point. You know, narrative forms everything in cryptocurrency. So all narratives do better in a rising market. But we're in a falling market right now. And just to argue your point, like move to earn coins are up in a falling market, right? Or at least, you know, overall as a sector. So aren't we all yeah, for real, Mr. T. That is true. Yeah. The balling begins when the foot crosses the United States border. And speaking of crossing the United States border, imagine the walk from where you live to the United States border with a Move to Earn app. Think of all the cheddar you could earn doing that, guys. Just saying. Okay. Let's alpha. Okay. So there's that. Okay. So I present to you. Hold on. Let me get my material on this up. I apologize. Oh, actually, I have them all right here. Wow, why are those not links? I gotta change that. Anyways, I present to you a potentially profitable DeFi opportunity that I have come across. Okay, let's go. All right, so Zero VIX is launching on the is launched on the Polygon network, MATIC. All right. Now, they do have a native token for their so this is a borrowing and lending protocol on Matic. So you can supply or lend your assets and receive a return on them in APY. And you can borrow against those assets if you so want. Okay. You know, very simple. MakerDAO came up with this in the first place. Over collateralized loans, earn yield, nothing special here. What is special is that they have a native token called VIX, and right now it is not launched yet. The VIX token has not launched yet. Okay. Now, let's talk about the 480%. Yeah. Seller has been. Here's the thing. I see those big yield numbers like on DeFi Llama for Seabridge, and then I go to Seller, I go to Seabridge, and then I don't see it there. So I don't know if that's an error or blah, blah, blah. You know how much money I'm going to make every night before I go to bed? Talk about a win-win. B-Flow, what's up, man? Hey, sorry that I haven't responded to your DM yet. I did see it in there, and I've got a lot of DMs that I haven't worked through yet. I will get to you before I leave the office today, right after the end of the show. Where was I? Okay, so Zero VIX, the token, or the VIX token hasn't launched yet. And when it does launch, it's gonna do what tokens do. It might go up, it might go down, it might go sideways. I don't know. I have no idea. But the narrative on this is pretty good. Polygon has been a very strong blockchain lately, and this is a very low risk opportunity. The reason why this is a low risk opportunity is there is a sleep to earn. I think there's a couple sleep to earn coins, bro. The reason why this is a good opportunity though is because their token hasn't launched yet, and you have the opportunity to earn their token now before it's launched, which means if the token does launch and dump, if you've gotten the token earlier and you're prepared, you can have it ready, and as soon as the token launches, you could sell off and get the best possible price. Free money. Plus, you're going to be earning a little bit of yield, I believe, paid out in VIX. Yes, paid out in VIX for supplying your coins. So if you've got some stable coins laying around, I think a very low risk and low return play, but low risk play is bridging some funds over to Matic, DAI, USDC, whatever, and then supplying a stable coin to the pool, to their supply market on Zero VIX. And when their token launches, claim your rewards, sell your tokens, and get out of Dodge and move on to the next trade. So share this alpha with you. Again, this is why you come here. Things like this. Here is their app website. Right now, you will note that the APY, so this is pretty cool right now. So the APY on DAI is 1.93. It was actually 2.27% earlier this morning. So that's come down just a little bit. And this is not I'm not, I know this doesn't seem like much, but this is the average yield in DeFi right now, like is 2%. The median yield right now in DeFi is 2%. So not bad. But again, you get 47.86% yield in their native token. So, or in the VIX token, which hasn't launched yet, which means this is a different opportunity from other platforms that are paying you out in their native token, because it's already been launched and already has a lot of sell side pressure, and there's not a lot of potential upside. With VIX yet to launch, I mean, yes, it's a farm to dump token most likely. Oh, that's my dog back there. It's a farm to dump token most likely, but you'll be able to get the advantage of being there with tokens before the contract launches. So. Boris F asks, what's the best way to keep up with new DeFi protocols or just new interesting projects in general? Research, man. I mean, I spend my entire morning, come for the alpha, stay for the doggo. I spend my entire morning just about every day reading. All right. Twitter. I subscribe to so many newsletters. I don't even know how I could compile them all. Conversations. I'm in a lot of Discord channels. I'm in a lot of Telegram groups. I don't really fuck around with Telegram though. I have been in a lot of groups, but I don't really use Telegram. Yeah, I mean, it's just networking, communicating with people, reading, like reading all the, like Twitter lists are really helpful. Like you don't, the thing is, like, you have to have a lot of data. You have to have a lot of information to digest, but you also have to be able to organize that data so that it's not overwhelming and so that you can take action on it. So, this is just all in general, like things that you need to do to be a successful individual. You have to be organized, you have to be disciplined, and you have to be able to know what your limits are. You have to be capable of getting just enough information that it's enough, that there's value there, and then you have to be able to interpret that data without being overwhelmed. So there's a lot of good ways to do this. For example, on Twitter is one of the best sources of information. I know a lot of people argue against that, but it absolutely is. I use Twitter lists. So I organize like my favorite individuals or creators into lists so that I can go to my lists and see what's going on without having to rely on my feed, because any Twitter feed is just crammed and almost unusable because there's just so much garbage in there. So Twitter lists are really helpful. Organizing your Discord groups into categories is very useful. Organizing your conversations into Discord groups is useful. Making sure that only your friends on Discord can DM you is very useful. And just in general, like watching a lot of content and really like desiring to be knowledgeable and educated about the space. Like if you want to know stuff, like you'll find it. You'll find it. Good question. Great question, man. Okay, so Zero VIX, profitable opportunity here. Again, I put this at a profitability of like 6. I should probably change this. I put 6 out of 10 here. Honestly, this should probably be more like a 3 or a 4. It's not going to be wildly profitable, but it's extremely low risk, right? And about 5 out of 10 opportunity cost. There's not a lot of great places to stick your funds in DeFi right now to earn a fantastic yield. So you're going to be earning the average yield plus the bonus on top. What's up, dog? What is going on? What is this distinguished lady doing, huh? What? Yes? Hello? Okay. All right, so moving on. Ethereum proof of work. So as you may know or not know, 2,048 blocks after Ethereum successfully merged to proof of stake, the Ethereum proof of work chain forked off, right? And again, I don't want to get into semantics here, but technically it's not a fork. Technically, the proof of stake chain is the fork. Technically, it's not even a fork. Technically, the proof of stake chain is its own new coin completely, right? It's not a fork of the code. It's a new protocol. It's a new coin, the new code base. But I digress. Everyone, so there is an Ethereum proof of work chain out there. So any funds that you had on Ethereum, you have the same funds that have been duplicated on Ethereum proof of work. All right. So this is exactly like if you held Bitcoin during the Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV split or Bitcoin Gold or Bitcoin Dark or Bitcoin Silver or Bitcoin. You get my point. You've got some free crypto dividends, all right? You got free crypto just by holding a crypto because they forked off. So you have equivalent funds on that exchange. Now, to add, let me go through this with you. You can go to your MetaMask right now, and all this information's on the market update. Here's the information right here. Add this network to your MetaMask, okay? This will give you access to your funds on the Ethereum proof of work chain, okay? Now, this information right here is all over Twitter. This isn't special, but here's what's special, all right? Here's what I have found for you. Oh, it's not even on here. Ooh, okay, sorry. I'm going to add this. So I'm going to add this to my market update. So you guys get this because I forgot to add it to my update. But you can go to Kyber Swap. You can use Kyber. Kyber Swap supports Ethereum proof of work. So go to this website. But not BNB. Just a second. There we go. Okay. All right. So you guys can go to that website right there, and you can use Kyber Swap to swap. Here's what I'm saying. Let's pull open. So I'm going to pull open the Ethereum Proof of Work Block Explorer for one of my Smurf accounts. Smurf account is a non-primary account that is used for whatever. So here is Smurf Ethereum address of mine. There we go. And as you guys can see here, I had some shit tokens on here, and I had more before I converted them all into Ethereum W. So what I recommend you do is these tokens are completely worthless, right? They will always be worthless. Like I had some Aave and Compound and LFT and some Stargate and a couple other coins. And those are valuable on the correct real Ethereum proof of stake chain, but here on the Ethereum proof of work chain, they're completely valueless, like in reality terms. You can't do anything with them, and they always will be. But here's the thing: what you should do is you should go to Kyber Swap. You should add Ethereum proof of work to your MetaMask. You should go to Kyber Swap and you should sell all the tokens that you can into FW, which is the Ethereum proof of work primary currency. Because there is a possibility that a centralized exchange might list Ethereum proof of work. And if they do, you can cash out. All right, you can actually cash your crypto dividends out. If they don't, well, doesn't hurt you anything to convert your tokens into FW, and all you lost is some time. But if a centralized exchange does lift Ethereum proof of work, this is going to be your only opportunity to cash out your crypto dividends. So I definitely recommend doing that. It's actually Big Baby Whale, not what you're thinking. if you go to whalestats.com, they launched a token called BBW, big baby whale. So get your mind out of the gutter, man. All right, so Kyber swap your Ethereum into, or swap your ERC20 tokens on Ethereum Proof of Work into Ethereum W, so that if it gets listed on a centralized exchange, you can cash out your Ethereum W for actual money. All right, there we go. Okay, so we went over a lot. That was a lot. Okay, let's get into Bitcoin. We will be coming back to Cody. All right. Also, showcasing for you guys here, I am working on making some code updates and refactoring Minx. Minx is our most popular technical indicator in our premium indicator suite. Why do I keep drifting further away from the camera? Anyways, so I'm making some adjustments here. Now, primarily the main adjustment here, and I'm just kind of messing with defaults. I haven't really done, well, I have done a few fundamental things to the code, but what I'm going to be doing here is I want you guys to check out these settings if you're using Minx. I have been experimenting and optimizing different settings, and I have found that setting static filter to 21 and setting the smoothing type for Minx to volume weighted moving average is giving better signals, is giving better signals. So other than that, everything's the same. Of course, you always want to adjust your oscillator settings to whatever market and time frame you're trading. But these are pretty good across all time frames. Minx is trying to identify extreme oversold moments in the market and trending opportunities. Okay. The second change that I'm going to make is going to be adding in, you'll note that with making that adjustment to Minx, I recommend adjusting your overbought and oversold levels to 50 and -50. Okay. Of course, adjust them to your asset, but those are pretty good defaults. And then what I'm going to be doing is adding in a second line at 100. That way we can differentiate between oversold and extremely oversold, and overbought and extremely overbought. Those are giving pretty good signals right now. So anyways, excuse me. Bitcoin on the daily. Again, Bitcoin is just kind of ground lower today. Overall, a negative day. We're putting in, now that we're getting closer to closing price, we've actually rallied up off the bottom a little bit. Putting in another indecision doji following this big dump following the negative CPI print. We are trading below the daily baseline, which does give us an overall bearish sentiment. We're also our moving averages are trading below the baseline, which is not great. Our moving averages are also angled down, and price is also trading below our moving averages. So all of these things are typically not great. The only time that they may be good is if we think that we are experiencing a reversal opportunity and that we are at or near a bottom, in which case all of those factors are going to be true when you are attempting to buy the dip. Okay. We are slightly above our right now only level of support for the foreseeable future. I'm clocking it at roughly $18,700. This level of support has held price 4 previous times. The more times you test support, the weaker it does become. So I am not extremely hopeful that price will hold this moving down for another test. It may. However, even if it does move down and hold it, and then price begins moving up, while anything can happen, and that, hey, that could have been the bottom. More, to me anyways, unless we get a huge green candle, I still am not going to be overly optimistic yet, right? I'm still holding a leveraged long position in this area because I think that the risk reward is worth it, but I'm just speaking frankly here about the markets because multiple tests of support, not great. Overall lack of demand, not great. No recovery of on-chain metrics, not great. And no catalysts coming up that I can really think of. In fact, if anything, negative catalysts. And of course, with all of these factors being at play and with the overall macroeconomic situation and the overall behavior of the markets lately, a slump below these levels and another leg of capitulation is not a zero possibility, as I've continually warned you guys about. Of course, we've looked at a lot of valuation models from Glassnode in the past. And again, our next stop on the way down is about $17,000. That is where we have a confluence of Bitcoin's balanced price, which has been a very successful metric at attempting to find a fair value. Come on, come on. What are you embarrassing me in front of my friends, man? Let's just go, dude. Got gig up, gig down internet. What is going? What? Like what? Why? Just you have one job. Load. Okay. Anyways, we have a nexus of Bitcoin's balanced price and also the difficulty regression model, all right, which attempts to calculate the all-in value to produce a Bitcoin right now. Those are coming. So right now, Bitcoin's balanced price is at $16,858, and the difficulty regression model is at $18,000. So that's actually climbed up a little bit. You can see that we had a nexus here, right about $17,000. They're starting to diverge just a little bit now. I thought that was very interesting. We also, of course, have a lot of fundamental on-chain factors that are looking like that are indicative of Bitcoin when we are at or near a bottom. All right, percent of supply and profit, short-term holders versus long-term holders, profitability, liveliness, ASOPR, our realized profit and loss score, coin years being destroyed, dormancy of coins, exchange flow multiples, all these metrics that I've gone over ad nauseum before, and that we'll probably go over again next week. But for today, for Friday, Fry Talk, yeah, things aren't looking great. So 17K, next support. And if we lose 17K, or if we have an extremely wicked capitulation event, then we are looking at 13 to 14,000 where our delta price is. And I do believe that will be the bottom. Okay, so having said that, if we form a higher low here, in complete contrast to everything I just said, from a technical perspective, that would be relatively bullish. Okay? So let me make this clear. If we move down and test support, whether we move up significantly or not great. If we don't test support and form a higher low, that's actually really good. Okay. All right. So that's the analysis from the daily time frame. Let's go down to the 45-minute and see what's going on here. Bitcoin has been in a significant downtrend, and we've been crab walking our way back down, finding overhead resistance from the 45-minute baseline and the 55-period exponential moving average. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes, I am. Sorry, I was actually not paying attention to the chat there for a minute. STP, what's my thoughts on XRP? Good long-term hold. At the current moment, I actually haven't looked at a chart of XRP in a while. I did come with the else. Stay for the doggo. BTC, you have your eyes to the ground. Actually, start. Come on. Oh, crazy. So holders of proof of work Ethereum now have 2 coins. Yes, just like a normal fork. Yes, correct. It's gonna buy a few that. Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. Cut up the chat. Yeah, so yeah, just 4 drives down now. Again, every single time, Minx showcasing oversold opportunities, giving you an opportunity to actually buy those little dippers up. Just slouching and slumping to the downside. And the only reason that that the daily candle looks like it is because we've come up here to resistance again. And who pointed this out? Somebody just pointed this out. Crypto bull, Bitcoin about to test resistance on the 1-hour downtrend. Yeah. So we're in the 1-hour downtrend. What do we need to do to flip this downtrend? We need to move up. We need price to go above 19,900. Keep in mind, we are moving into the weekend. So I actually think that we might get that. I think the weekends are typically bullish. Large players aren't playing on the weekends. So watch for that break above 19.9. Or, you could even accumulate some more speculative long positions right here, kind of in this area. It would probably be fine to hold for Saturday. But make sure you sell at least by Sunday morning because if price moves up, futures open up on Sunday. So in the evening. So you want to make sure that you've got those positions closed out because when the real markets actually open up, they'll bring price back down. Okay, let's go over and look at our exchange data right now. Give this a quick refresh. Okay. And we'll look at the 30-minute. So this is relatively interesting. So notice that during this price decline around here, Ethereum open, actually like right after the dump, open interest has been rising consistently. Now cumulative volume delta, unfortunately though, has been in a decline, which kind of indicates that short sellers are in control of moving the market down. However, we can get a little bit of further information here by looking at this funding flipping back and forth. All right, funding flipping back and forth. Excuse me. Generally, we don't see a bottom when funding is positive, when we're in a downtrend. So again, this doesn't actually look great to me. Rising open interest while price is moving down is relatively bearish. Cumulative volume delta moving down while price is moving down is also bearish. And the fact that we keep flipping back into positive funding means that nobody really knows what the hell's going on. And for that reason, I just don't want to be, speculating overly hard on BTC. Listen, guys, it's so easy to make money in crypto if you're just patient, right? And by that, I don't mean buy and hold. By that, I just mean as a trader, you just wait until when you look at the chart, you're like, fuck, I know what to do right now. And you do, because you've made money doing it before. And then you just do it. And you make money, right? It's more complicated than that, but it's really not, right? Like you have to put the work in to understand what you're doing, to build a system or build a strategy, or at least just build competence in the market. Control your emotions, understand position sizing, know where to take profit, know how to read a chart, understand what exhaustion is, understand what a trend is, all of these things. And then you just limit your trading actions to when the odds are in your favor, right? High probability setups. That's it. High probability setups, high probability setups, high probability setups. Repeat it to yourself 10 times. Say that 10 times. This does not look like a high probability setup. I have no idea. But it doesn't look good. Like, on rising open interest, falling cumulative volume delta, and funding flipping back and forth. This is a fucking nightmare. Like, you know what? You know what? I quit. Wanda. I'm going back to Forex. How do I? Where's the sign up button? Anybody know how I can change the name of the YouTube channel to Cracking Forex? I'm just kidding, guys. All right. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, next, let's do our altcoin of the day. Hey, Ricky Thompson, you've got a great point. Yeah, 100 basis, 100. It's going to be 100. It's going to be 100 basis point rate hike on Tuesday. It's going to happen. So, look at that, what you will. Let's move to our primary altcoin of the day. All right, so Cody had a 100.71% increase in open interest overnight or over the last 24 hours. So we know that that is where the opportunity lies. Let's see what the opportunity may be. Okay, so just zooming out here, we can see that ever since the sell-off, ever since the kind of conclusion of the sell-off here toward the middle of August, Cody has been moving sideways in a range between 0.088 and 0.102. Okay, so that is roughly about a 15% range. Price has just been trading back and forth, right? Note that Minx is very good at catching these moves, but I digress. Interesting. Mr. Ether says, Alex 81SG. He posted a chart where the 200. Let me. You know what? Is this in the general chat? I do not immediately see it. Okay. Anyways, saying the 200 weekly. What's that? You know what? I just get a normal MA. Wow. The 200 weekly is going to cross the 20 weekly. No shit. Would you fucking look at that? Oh, that's incredible. I mean, look how good of an indicator just that 20 weekly moving average is. I mean, God, good God. You know, I need to compile like a big soundboard, right? Like, because. No, that's not working. Shoot. Oh, I know why. Because I need to set it to. Okay. Now you guys can hear me? Perfect. What about now? Yes. Okay, I got my soundboard working. Excellent. But I need to compile like a bunch of like memes and shit that I can easily point to. Sorry, I keep screwing with my beard. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm stunned. The chat is stunned. YouTube is stunned. My dog is stunned. I have no words. That's an incredible find. Never happened. The end is nigh, guys. Damn, maybe this is it. And we all got to go get real jobs now. And fun while it lasted. But you know, listen, screw that. You know why? Because so many things have never happened before, and then they happen, and then you just realize that it's just life, right? You know, like for example, like this cycle. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Bitcoin never opened and closed a weekly candle below the 200 period weekly moving average. Okay. All right. Now look at us now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That probably, like, if you, when your favorite YouTuber is losing faith, it's probably time to buy. You're probably correct. Yes. Yeah. No. Get those bagpipes in here. Get that Ethereum miner in here, man. Okay. Anyways. Bink. Yeah, I would feel pretty good about that too, my friend. Mortgage rates are probably going to spike to 7 to 8% by next year. Mm-hmm. Have that on good authority. Okay. Fuck, I would too, man. Back to Cody. All right. So Cody has been trading in a range. We can see that it's been bought up every time we get to the bottom of the range. We actually did form a higher low. And unfortunately, instead of some nice, organic, nice, good, beautiful trend upwards, we have this like kamikaze pump. And I'm always really leery about these kamikaze pumps. CC indicator gave us a sell. We can see there that Minx is actually in extreme oversold territory right here. And Minx has crossed underneath the signal line. Volume is drying out, and we are very, very extended away from our baseline. So while on a big picture here, it is possible that Cody is setting up for like some long-term accumulation and potentially a break to the upside, of which I've marked potential targets if that is the case. But more than likely, Cody is trading in a range. The overall malaise of the market might pull things down. Cody is relatively close to resistance and just had a whack-a-noodle pump out of nowhere. And here's the thing. When we get a whack-a-noodle pump, if it doesn't immediately sell off, how do I put this so that it makes sense? I've said this a bunch of times before. Usually when you get these big pumps, you want to see price sell off very fast. And then that's what you want to buy, because there's usually what I call aftershock pumps. Okay? Aftershock pumps. If it pumps out of nowhere and then moves sideways, then usually it's down, because that sideways activity is individuals trying to buy in mass and everybody who bought down here distributing all over their faces. And once everybody who can buy has bought, price goes down. So you would honestly prefer to see a big pump and then a big sell-off and then try to buy in on the sell-off. So looking at a potential target down here of about 0.0944, I think is a good swing target. It's about a 7.5% trade against about a 15% range. Now, what would make me want to change my tune or change my thoughts on Cody? If we break above resistance here. If we break above resistance, but not just if we break above resistance. I'm also watching open interest and cumulative volume delta. What's going on here? So look at all this distribution. Look at open interest move completely sideways, showing that there is not any more increasing demand. And if there's not any more increasing demand and something's already pumped a lot, guess what? It's not going to go up anymore, because you need more demand. You need new money to come in and continue to push price up. And if that organic demand isn't there, price is going to fall. This is how markets work. It's called supply and demand. So price moving sideways, open interest stagnating, and now actually declining, open interest declining. Yeah, it's a short. Bye. That's about it. All right. A few other housekeeping things, guys. Sorry, you know what? I'm not going to be able to get any chart request today, guys. I really thought I would. You know what? I already said. I did say I would do one thing. I did tell Andrew that I would look at Glassnode. So let's do that. Glassnode. Oh my God. Really, Glassnode? Again? After everything we... Okay, there we go. All right, so we got quite a few charts to look at here. All right, so the first chart is, and we're just going to look at the last year, or like the last week, right? Last 7 days. This is the number of transfers to exchanges, summing up all exchanges. So this is the number of transfers to exchanges. And the number of transfers has actually... well, here's the thing. I do pay for Glassnode, but This is only going to the 15th. It's a day behind. So it hasn't actually calculated the information that you want, right? I only pay for the tier 2. I don't pay for the tier 3. It's like $1,500 a month. Fuck that. Don't need it. I use Glassnode for things that take weeks and months to play out. All right, here we go. A bug in our Ethereum Aragon node clients caused by the merge was detected, resulting in a small subset of Ethereum metrics failing to update. Our client provider and us are working on fixing the issue. Yeah, that's right, because what I said was wrong. I do get up-to-date information. I just can't go any granular than that. Okay, sorry, man. Andrew, if you're watching, you're still here with me, brother. Glassnode. Ugh, you dirty dog. So we'll check on that Monday. We will check on that Monday. And tell me about it. Come on, Trades. Tell me about it. All right, guys. If you have been watching for a while, then you will know about the premium trading group and most of the services that we offer. What you may not know is that our Trading Academy is one of our more popular services and features that we have. And if you're a premium member, it is included with all of your premium subscriptions. So as you will note, I have finally uploaded our risk management course to the website. If you are enrolled in the Online Trading Academy, you can access it here. If you're not enrolled in the Online Trading Academy, link in the description to our website will take you to here, or you can just visit crackingcryptocurrency.com. Of course, our onboarding session is now live. And of course, this has been live for over a year now, almost 2 years now, I think. Pathways to Profit Strategy Creation course. I have gone in here and just done a lot of quality of life improvements, made the text larger and easier to see, rearranged some things, and we're going to be uploading a lot more courses over the next few weeks, things that we've got done. And this is just going to get bigger and better and grow. So very excited about that. And thank you guys for all your patience, support, encouragement as I've worked through this process. Make sure to check out all of our latest market analyses on the website. Of course, how to profit from the Ethereum proof of work fork. If you missed anything today, or if you would like a refresher, I go over the DeFi opportunity with zero VIX, how to profit from the Ethereum proof of work update, as well as our Bitcoin and Cody analysis right here. So all of this and more on the website. All right, with that being said, guys, we're going to wrap up, man. We're going to wrap up. It's Friday, and I've still got a full evening with the fam, and I'd like to just get right into that if you guys don't mind. So thank you guys so much for joining me for another Friday edition of the Cracking Cryptocurrency Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. I want you guys to have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for all the support, comments, engagement, encouragement, activity in the Discord, trade ideas, setups, and overall, just being you guys this week. It's been fantastic and up only, guys, bigger and better. We are back in the saddle and growing rapidly. So welcome. By the way, huge shout out to we got a bunch of new members in the premium trading group over the course of this week. So I'm very humbled that you guys enjoy my teaching and my analysis, and thank you guys for supporting what we do. And yeah, just thank you guys. I really, really appreciate that. So we will be back on Monday with another edition of the Cracking Cryptocurrency Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, sarcastic remarks, hot stock tips, or death threats, feel free to leave them in the comments section down below, along with your phone number, in case I need to call you about any questions about said hot stock tips. Question of the day. Leave your answer down in the comments down below. What do you guys think about the Ethereum transition to proof of stake? Is it the way forward? Is it centralizing power in the hands of a few so that the Fed can control the world? Or is it just the most logical next step forward and actually opens up decentralization and access to the space? Interested to hear your thoughts. Anyways, we'll be back on Monday. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you can get them in the Discord. Make sure to join us there. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and as always, trade safely, guys. Cheers.